Hey, this is JD Frost. Welcome to the Daily Ledger podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. When I first was introduced to the concept of day one, I was on the phone with Rocky Garza, of course. I had had a streak going. At the time, I was big on streaks. I've been doing my devotional. I've done it 184 days in a row. I'll never forget that number. And I felt like that I had relapsed, but I was really distraught. I called Rocky. I was like, dude, I can't get this out of my head. Like, I've failed. I have completely failed. Like, all you have to do to keep the streak going, you don't even have to do the devotional. You just have to click on the app. That's all you have to do. Just open it up. Very simple, small task. And I didn't even do it that day. I got busy. I had this, and I was actually thinking about it. Like, I was thinking about it during the day. I need to do this. I need to do this. Oh, well, I'll do it after lunch. Or I'll do it once I get home. And then I got home, and I was like, oh, I'll put my phone down, because I like to try to put my phone down, surprisingly enough, for a period of time when I get home. And I was like, fell asleep. And I woke up the next morning at like 1:30 in the morning, and the very first thing I thought about was, I didn't open that damn app. And I couldn't stop thinking about it, and that's when I got on the phone with Rocky. And I was like, I overthink things. Okay? Overthink. So, I believe a lot of the reasons why I do what I do is I know I overthink them, so I try to break things down as simple as possible so that I don't have to think. Like, I know that if I do the daily 5, that I will be successful every single day, no matter what. If I get those done, I typically like to get it done earlier than later, because I don't want to have it over my head. But if I get that, I'm going to be good. And I'm going to accomplish my goals. As I was talking to him, I was like, you got to give me something else to think about. I was like, I literally cannot focus on anything else. And he told me this story from the Bible about these 4 friends that lowered their friend down through the roof, and their friend was paralyzed. And the friend laid down there, and long and short of it, Jesus healed him. And he said, get up and walk. Get up and walk. You're good. Go. And he says, day 1. But for me, at that point in time, that was all I needed to hear. Today's day 1. No big deal. Show yourself some grace. You're healed. Move. Go. No matter what happened yesterday, no matter what streak I had going, no matter how successful I was or what failure I thought I might have had, because all of a sudden I thought I was doing really good because I had the streak going, and then all of a sudden I'm a failure. Like, how does that even, it's hilarious even coming from my brain right now. Like, me even saying this, like, how in the world could I consider myself a failure? But I could. I am a failure because I failed. What is that the fail stands for? First attempt in learning? First attempt in learning. Oh, what a great mindset. I like that. I can handle that. So we're not failing. We're just learning. I think that one thing that prevents us from writing down our goals or writing down anything is that we don't want to fail. Because we've never confirmed with ourselves on a daily basis over a long period of time that we can do what we said we were going to do. We're going to establish these goals. We're going to establish these daily routines. We're going to establish these things. Whether it's one thing, I ask for at least one thing. Because we all know we're learning who we are. Now it's time to do those things. Now we got to lay that out. We got to figure out what that is. which is the hardest question to answer. What do you want? The easiest way I've found to answer the question, what do I want, is to write down what I want. I really appreciate you listening to the Daily Ledger podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you have a great day.